my name is Shirley Howard and I'm an online fashion reseller, part-time, mainly on Poshmark and eBay, sometimes on Etsy and Facebook Marketplace. So if you're interested in videos on fashion reselling or tips and tricks, hit that subscribe button below to be notified when new videos are released. So today's video is a pricing strategy video. The key word in that sentence is strategy. So in this video we're going to talk about how to look up comparable prices on other websites and online to figure out what price you should charge for your item. What we're going to do is specialty items that might be something it's hard to find online or could be kind of rare. And then at the end of the video I'm going to give you some tips on pricing. So Poshmark and eBay, Mercari, any of the online sites, they advertise to potential buyers as a place to get a deal. So Poshmark advertises up to 70% off. We have to keep that in mind when we're pricing online. So if buyers are looking to get a deal, it's not realistic that you're going to get 100% back out of what you have paid for an item. So remember, you're not going to get 100% back of what you paid for an item. We would all wish that would happen, but it is not true. We also have to deal with the fact that some of the brands that you like do not sell well online and therefore don't hold their value. So even if you paid a lot for an item, it doesn't mean you're going to get even 50% of that item. It could be 25% of what you paid in that item or even less. And there's tons of videos out there on brands that don't hold their value. Therefore, be realistic in setting prices for those items. So step one when you're trying to price an item to sell online is to check comparable prices. So you'll see people saying price comps. That means comparable pricing. You need to figure out what the item you're selling is selling for online. So in order to do so, we're going to look at items that have already sold. On eBay, there is a feature that says, show me what item is sold for, and it will give you the item you're looking for and all of the different prices that it's sold for on that eBay platform. Poshmark does the exact same thing. You can filter by sold items and find out what the item sold for on Poshmark. Now, if you are a cross-lister, like on Poshmark and eBay like I do, I price differently for both platforms. And again, it's a different strategy out there, but I look at comparable prices on Poshmark and eBay, and I price my item according to how it's sold on that platform. So I'm looking for comparable pricing. One of the things that you might get caught on is if you only look at what is for sale, not sold, but for sale. So just because someone has an item the same as yours or similar to yours that's selling for $100 does not mean that seller is going to get $100. They're asking for $100. So that asking price is not a sell price. So remember, check for what the item has sold for. That's the key to this. And again, it may not be the price that you want, but it's a realistic idea of what you're going to get for the item when you try to sell that online. Now, another part of that is if you have an item that is kind of rare, so you're not finding a lot of comparable pricing out there. So this gives you a unique opportunity to set the price. Now remember, too high, people are not going to be interested. Too low, people might actually think there's something wrong with the item. So you're going to be looking for items that are similar, that have sold, maybe a different brand, a similar style that is sold, but remember the information you're going to get is a little bit less than items that are exactly the same and there are a lot of them selling online. So again, have that rare or unique item, it gives you a bit of an opportunity to set that price online. And I'm just going to grab so this item here I picked up, and I tried finding information on this online. It has no labels, it has no logos. It is a very well-made item. I went to Facebook, and I went to a Facebook site and that helps people price, so you can join a Facebook group too to get help with pricing. I put this online and I said, please somebody help me, I don't know what this item is, I have no idea what to price it for. So there is that help out there. So look on Facebook and see if there's Poshmark groups or eBay groups that you can join that can give you help with these items. So you don't always have to go alone. So what I learned about this is that it's actually a kimono jacket. It's not a kimono. It was handmade. I did get an idea of what I should price it for. It has not gone online yet, but I do have an idea based on what I've asked other people who are experts with items that I am not, what price I should put on this online. Because I don't want to put it too low and I don't want to put it too high. So that's another option you can use for these rare and unique items. So looking at items that have sold and getting help from people out there either through internet research or a Facebook group on how to sell a rare or item you don't find a lot online, those are the two strategies I would go with. I do see these other strategies out there. Maybe you're using them, but again, I'm more of a strategy person than a hope for the best. And that's another strategy. Hope for the best. Put a price on it and see if it sells. If it doesn't sell at that price, lower the price. If it doesn't sell at that price, lower the price. That is a bit too much work, and you don't know if you've overvalued or undervalued your item. It's a guess technique, not one I would recommend. Another technique is to simply put 50% of what you paid for the item as your sell price online. Another strategy is put 70% of what you paid for of the item online, so 30%. And the last aspect I want to look at in terms of pricing is shipping costs. When you sell on Poshmark, you do not need to worry about shipping costs because the buyer is paying for the shipping. Well, I shouldn't say you shouldn't worry about shipping costs. You're not paying the cost. But when a buyer buys an item on Poshmark, shipping is going to be added on top of that price. So it is good to be conscious of how much the actual selling price will be to the buyer, because sometimes adding $10 or $12, depending where you are, for shipping makes the item too expensive for the person that's looking to purchase it. However, on sites such as eBay or Etsy, Mercari, shipping is part of what the seller has to deal with. Now, I need to go into eBay, for example. I list an item for sale. I've checked the comparable pricing. I need to set a shipping rate. So how much does the item weigh? How big of a box is the item in? I'm going to put in my ad how much I'm going to charge that buyer for shipping. So the price of the item, and they'll see the price of shipping. I always look, when I look at comparable pricing, again, what the item sold for and what did the item sell for in terms of freight or shipping costs. I always pad my shipping costs with a couple extra dollars because I don't measure or weigh things before I send them out. I've been doing it long enough now that I have a feel for what the shipping cost is going to be, and that takes a little while to get there, but eventually you'll get there. When I'm looking at comparable pricing, there's another thing in terms of shipping we need to look at. Has every other item sold with free shipping? If every other item is sold as free shipping, guess what? You're going to have to sell your item with free shipping as well, or else you're not going to be the same as everybody else in that marketplace. So it's very important to look at the shipping cost as well. So just to recap on pricing, you need to look at, number one, comparable pricing for items on whatever website that you're selling on. You have to look and see if that item is rare or special. You have to look at that platform and go, can I offer a sale? Can I put that on a discount and add extra money to incorporate any kind of sale price? And fourth, you're going to look at shipping to see if it's something you need to incorporate into your pricing. And then fifth, I will add that on there. Look at the website fees. So how much of that item are you losing to either Poshmark or eBay or Mercari to sell on their platform? So it's not just as simple as looking at the price. We're looking at many factors. That's why I call it a selling strategy, because I'm looking at many factors before I set my selling price. So hopefully this video has been educational and informative for you, and I hope it helps you price your items online to maximize the profit you're getting from your reselling side hustle or business, or maybe someday you want to be a full-time seller. So on your way out today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, drop me a note in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video.